Hello friends, as most of you did not understand my last video, I'm shooting this entire video in English again so that everybody in the group can understand. Um, Basically, I have a 6500 liter aquaponics setup here. I've used old IBC tank for this just to save the cost in initial phase, and these are my 1000 liter IBC tanks. You can, if you can come closer, you can see the water is green. It looks green, but it's not dirty. The water is very clean. I'll show you the demonstration later of the flowing water. Basically, the arrangement is that I've connected both these tanks together into one inlet to my radial flow settler. So if we come closer, basically what radial flow settler does is the water comes from that inlet and it comes upwards. As it comes upwards, here you can see it in this pipe. The water flows upwards and then goes downwards from this 6-inch pipe. Basically, this is my a 6-inch pipe attached to my cap. Okay, and you can see the pipe inside. So this 6-inch pipe covers the internal 1.5-inch pipe. So the flow of water is reversed in two times while coming out from the 2-inch pipe and then 1.5-inch pipe and then coming out from the 6-inch pipe, and this causes currents in the water, and the larger solid particles settle down at the bottom of the tank, which can be removed using this. Okay? Then the water flows, the overflow flows to this. Overflow will flow to this, and you can see it inside. I have an incoming pipe here, which is a 45-degree bend, which has slit in it, so water comes out. And I have this plastic material, and we can call it K1, K2 material inside it. So bacterial colony set up on this material, and I also have an air pipe here with an air stone. So basically, ammonia is broken down in this by the bacteria, converts into nitrites, and nitrites are converted into nitrates. When it comes to this part, so I have a mesh-like thing here, basically mesh, which is stuffed inside this, and which will filter the water, and ultimately my water will be crystal clear. So you can see from my fish cycle, from tank to radial flow settler to biofilter to a regular filter, water is coming in here in my sump tank. So you can see the water here. Water is crystal clear. Okay, water is very clear. I can drink it even. I'm not going to demonstrate that right now. But then again, I have put some more biofilter media here, and then water is pumped back using this into my tanks again. Basically, I have made this arrangement. There are two pumps here. I'll just show the pumps. This is a very economical setup. One of my pump, which actually pumps into the plant, is like 150 rupees pump. Like you can call it $2 pump. This costs $2 to me. It consumes 24 watts, and my second pump, which I cannot pull out, is a 45 watt cooler pump actually. It's a very small pump. So basically, this is a very economical setup, and the running cost is like. I also have a 24 watt air pump here, which is controlled by a 10-minute on 10-minute off cyclic timer here, which is a total consumption is like 80 watts or something. Okay, so now the water is pumped from this sump into the grow beds. So I have two grow beds connected. One is deep water culture. Deep water culture overflows into the media bed. Okay. So in my deep water culture, I have lettuce growing here, iceberg lettuce. Come closer. So my iceberg lettuce, due to unfortunate rain, I don't have cover everywhere. So I don't have cover at the corner. So due to unfortunate rain, my crop got damaged a little, but still in good shape. It will grow. Then I have fenugreek here. Fenugreek is a very common Indian uh, vegetable which we consume on daily basis. So fenugreek I have here, and then some more lettuce which I transferred from there. Then I have harvested some of the spinach, but you can see my spinach. It is it's well grown. And then I have some cauliflower, then red amaranth, I think. I don't know the English name of that, lal mat. And the last one is the cabbage. Okay? So this is going to take a lot of time to grow. Okay. So this deep water culture beds are also aerated. So there are air pipes there, which are shared from the same air pump I have. Then overflow of the deep water culture. Basically, these are connected at the bottom. Overflow of this three deep water culture bed comes here in the media bed. So I have the leca balls here, which are dry on the top and wet on in the bottom. I'm growing some fruiting plants here. There are tomatoes. I've just kept a jackfruit seed here and it's growing, but a jackfruit is going to be a huge plant. I'm going to transfer it into garden. Then I have capsicum and regular chili. Then I have garlic. Then I have turnip there. Sorry, radish, white radish, and then I have bottle gourd, then eggplant, and cucumber. So all these plants are still like quite young. It's going to take a few months to for them to grow and be fruitful. Then this media bed is set up to fill in 1.5 hours and then drain in 25 minutes. So the entire thing will fill in 1.5 hours. Will drain in 25 minutes, and this will drain here automatically. And this and some other sumps are connected, so water will go back here and will circulate. So basically, this is my plant cycle and this is my fish cycle. So I'm going to put another plant cycle here very soon. It is under construction. We have just cut the pipes, and we are constructing an NFT setup here with 4-inch pipes. What I'm planning to do is I am planning to put my spare pump in this sump and then circulate the same water in this NFT setup and then drain it back into the same sump. So if this is successful, I might grow my fish tanks here and then put some more NFT beds. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. I don't have too much of stocking density right now, but I'm going to increase the stocking density so that it can support this NFT system. Thank you.